All right, it's so good to be here again, and I really appreciate your questions, your interactions with my content. It shows that you really appreciate what I've been doing, and I'm very grateful for everything. All right, today we are going to be looking at public versus private blockchain. Public versus private blockchain. If you need head up about what is blockchain, I think you should just go and check my previous videos where I define blockchain, what are the use cases, general use cases now, then, and all of that. But today we're just going to be focusing on the public blockchain and private blockchain. What are they, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of each of them? Now, both public and private blockchain have unique strengths and trade-offs. They have their strengths, they have their weaknesses, but so to say. So when we understand these unique strengths and trade-offs, that helps us to now know, okay, so the project you are working on, maybe you are working on a project that you feel that, oh, can I implement blockchain in this project? Then you'll be able to know, okay, I want to go for public blockchain because of these advantages, or I would like to opt for private blockchain because of these advantages. So what is public blockchain? Public blockchain is open to anyone. It's a decentralized network with no single controlling authority. So once somebody is able to do a transaction on public blockchain that is being verified, it is added to the chain. It's added to the chain, and nobody can go back and alter it, nobody can edit it, nobody can do anything to it. What are the advantages? It is decentralized. That means there's nobody that is controlling everything. There's nobody that is warehousing what is going on. So it is decentralized. It is, once you commit a transaction on a public blockchain, everybody on that blockchain can see it. So it is also transparent. That means all transactions are visible to everyone. Everyone can see the transaction. And also another advantage is that it's highly secure due to distributed consensus. So you can't alter anything. You can't change anything on a public blockchain. On blockchain generally, immutability. Once a record is being committed, or you have performed a transaction, that is it. You can't change it. It's also trustless. It enables interactions without needing intermediary. You don't need intermediary. You can interact from one person to another, peer-to-peer, send some money or crypto from one account to the other account. You don't need an intermediary. Then it's permissionless innovation. It's a permissionless innovation. That means anyone can build and participate. You can go ahead and decide to build your own blockchain, and you can participate in the ecosystem. So what are the shortcomings? What are the disadvantages? Scalability issues. It's slower in transaction because the network is still growing. So the speed may not be something that you really want to really endure, Then the fee. Network congestion can lead to high gas or transaction fee. Yes, because the network is congested, the fee may be a bit high. Energy consumption. Some proof of work use a lot of energy. You hear people saying they have to order for some special system from China before they could be able to mine bitcoins at that time, and all of that, because of the energy and the processor space it requires to be able to use it. Then the issue of transaction are public and traceable. Yes, that is privacy limitation. They are public and they are traceable. That means anybody can trace it. Then governance challenges. It is harder to upgrade or change rules because everybody, they are on it, and it is not easy for you to call everybody into one room and say, let's talk about these rules. Regulatory uncertainty is it's an open network that faces evolving regulations. Yes. Then, how about private blockchain? Private blockchain restricts access. It is controlled by a single organization or a group of organizations. So if an organization decides and says, we are going to use blockchain technology in our system, and say, okay, department A, B, C, we have access to resources A, B, C, and these are how they will go about it. This is going to be pushed from this desk to this desk, and this desk within the organization will be able to do this and push it to this next person. That's when you talk about private blockchain. What are the advantages? High speed, faster transaction, and higher throughput. Yes. Lower cost, because this is within the system. There's minimal cost, and there is no transaction fee. Of course, you can't expect a department, maybe a legal department of a bank, sending or verifying a transaction being done by maybe the national fund transfer of a bank, and you are expecting them to pay for that. No, there's no cost that is attached. Privacy, data is visible only to authorized participants. Yes, only people in that organization can view the data. Control, governance and rules are defined by the same organization, because it is the same system, and it is that organization that decides how to govern the system, how to use it. Customizability, yes, it is easy to tailor and customize to that business need, of course. Then regulatory compliance, it's easier to meet legal or industry standard, because the organization can come and say, okay, this is what we are doing. Industry standard, people that are ensuring compliance, they can interface with this organization and be able to say, oh, this is what we are doing, this is what, even if they have heard, they can say, okay, this is what we have done wrong, please, we are sorry, we'll correct it, and all of that. So it is easier for them to meet regulatory compliance. So what are the disadvantages of private blockchain? Centralization risk. Control by one entity or a small group. Yes, because it is centralized, it's as if it's taking us back to the old fiat system of things. So it's less transparent, because not everybody can have access to it, of course. So it is not visible to everybody in the public. So it is less transparent. Permission access, of course. You have to be granted access before you can do anything on a private blockchain. Single point of failure. The organization can be hacked or fail. If the organization is hacked, then there will be a problem within the system. It's less secure, often more vulnerable, or if access control are weak. If the access control, people that set access control for the system, if they didn't do a good job, it means that the system can be attacked. And if the system is attacked, the entire blockchain can go down. Innovation barrier is harder for external developer to contribute. No way. You can't, in fact, you can't even contribute. You can't contribute because everything is within the system and it's for that system. So that is it on public versus private blockchain, the advantages and disadvantages. Until I come your way next time, like I always say, do something with what you have learned. Thank you very much.